This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so as you know that we are here for Oracle 19C database administration workshop, and this is old architecture workshop. What does it mean by old architecture? Means Oracle is following old architecture database from version 1 till to version 11, and after that in 12c they introduced new architecture, that is CDB PDB, means container and pluggable database, and that is also called multi-tenant architecture. Okay, so just forget about the new architecture and focus on the old architecture. And I'm assuming everyone is new to Oracle database, so on that level I will provide this training or workshop. Whether you know that, then it is good. If you don't know, then no worries. Okay, so whenever you are working as a database administrator, so first of all you understand basic concept like what types of database user, what are the database security, what are the privileges we require to do the task, so we have Oracle database user. So Oracle database user is depend on their roles and responsibilities on the database side. So DBA can be a normal user, or in database DBA can be a superpower user. So that is a normal user means developer, normal team member who can create the objects, who can create the tables, indexes, like that. But they don't have the power to shut down the database, to start the database, to do any maintenance tasks. So for that, we have you can say DBA team. So uh, there are many classifications in database user. So we will see later, and uh, in these types of users we have uh, application user, we have application developers, we have network administrator, we have security officer, we have database administrator, we have database user. Okay, so this is all about the database user. But before going to deeply in the database administration, first of all we know that about the Oracle history. So as you can see in the page which is displaying on your screen, so database almost running 37 years in the IT industry. So the foundation of Oracle Corporation happened in 1977 by Larry, by Bob Miner. Okay, and earlier it was software development laboratories, and then become relational software. And in 1983, RSI became Oracle System Corporation, and then they say Oracle Corporation. So right now we say Oracle Corporation. So first commercially available RDBMS was introduced in you can say uh, in 1979. So RSI introduced version 2. That was the first commercial available version, which is SQL based and RDBMS. And version 1 was never released for commercial purpose. Okay, so this is the important fact. And then version 3 was released in 1983. It was the first relational database which run on mainframes, mini computers, and personal computer, and the database version written in C. Okay, so that it can enable the database on multiple platform. And version 4 was introduced for read consistency, and version 5 was introduced in 1985. and it supported client server computing. Okay, and version 6 basically used for disk IO, row locking, and backup and recovery. And version 6 is also introduced the first version of PL/SQL language. So this is extension to your SQL language. And after that, Oracle 7 released in 1992, which basically PL/SQL introduced stored procedure and triggers. And after that, Oracle 8 was released in 1997, and it was object and partitioning concept introduced in that version. So from Oracle 8, we had partitioning of the objects. Then the internet era came in 1999. So then Oracle introduced 8i. So I means internet. Okay, and sorry, and this support for internet protocol, and it support server side Java, and it designed for internet computing and enabling the database to be deployed in multi-tier environment. And the next better thing introduced, that was rack, real application cluster, where we can configure 2 nodes, 3 nodes, 4 nodes, and nodes means different server where instance is running. Storage is common. So suppose we are configuring 2 nodes, so we require 3 server. One is for storage, one is for instance 1, one is for instance 2. So this Oracle 9.9 introduced in 2001. Okay, and also Oracle XML database is also introduced for to store and query XML. Can anyone tell me how many maximum uh, nodes we can configure in rack? Excuse me. Please reply. Anyone? My question is how many nodes we can configure in rack maximum? No idea. Send me everyone. Don't send personal actually. So that everyone can knows that. Okay. So nothing is personal here. So just answer to everyone so that everyone can knows that. Yeah. Who is Microsoft account, buddy? Can you tell me your name? You answer correct. So let me typing 100 nodes we can configure in rack. Okay, so back to the picture. So then Oracle 10G introduced in 2003, and yeah, in 9i is very stable version, and it was almost run 8 to 9 years. Okay, and I started my career from Oracle 9i, and I'm certified in 9i OCP. And then I did 10G OCP, then 11G OCP, and then 11G rack certifications. Almost right now I have 15 plus certifications, and I will recommend you guys to do the certification now. Oracle Cloud certification is free till 31st August, so you can you can get the benefit. And now come to grid computing. So Oracle Database 10G introduced in 2003, and basically grid infrastructure based on low commodity cost servers. So the goal was to make the database self-managing and self-tuning. So that's purpose Oracle automatic manage storage management concept is introduced, and which actually help in virtualizing and database storage. So ASM is just like as Linux virtual concept. Okay, where Linux we have LVM and all. So ASM is based on that technology actually, and it is a Oracle product. So that's why Oracle recommend that ASM should be used whether you are configuring normal single instance database or you are configuring rack. Okay, then 11G introduced in 2007. That was also second major powerful version. So it goes up to 11.204, and it introduced many new features which was good for the administrator and developers. Okay, so I'm not going into detail. Then Oracle database 12c introduced in 2013. That is C for cloud actually. So that was the cloud era was coming into the IT industry. So that's why Oracle introduced multi-tenant architecture, and in that they introduced in-memory column, and they also supporting JSON document. And Oracle database 12c basically help DBA to do work more efficiently and to more use their IT resources, where we can combine the resources like RAM, storage, and make it a good database. So that's why this pluggable database and container database comes into the picture. Yeah, second question: how many container database we how many pluggable database we can create in one container? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, guys, please respond. Actually, in online, we should do two-way communications. 255. Yes, partially correct, Naresh. It is started from 255 or 256 from 12C. Okay, but I'm talking about right now. So right now we can create 4096 pluggable databases. Okay, so that is, and also in 19C we can have 3 PDB. We can create 3 PDBs without any license. Okay, so come back. And then 18C was introduced. So this 18C is basically from 18C onwards, Oracle changed the concept of the naming of the database actually. So now Oracle was taking airwise releasing the product, whether it is releasing the patch or whether it is releasing the production software. So 18C was introduced in 2018, and it is used to exploit memory not only for columnar data model but also high speed row access, that concept actually. And 19C introduced in 2019, and it is the family of 12.2, and this was the production release. Now Oracle also changed the concept. They called as innovation release, like 20C, 21C, and 22C. So that was innovation release number. And then now 23C beta version is going on, that is production release. So we had Oracle 19C, that is production release, and it is long supported version, almost 2026, and extended version will be supported 2027. So in that it introduced many features, many improvement in terms of JSON and active data guard. So that that is all about the history of Oracle. Okay, got it. Now, what are the common tasks DBA can do that? So, as everyone knows that DBA should install the Oracle database software, and DBA can create Oracle database. DBA have to perform upgrade to the database and software to new release level. DBA can start and shut down the database instance. DBA can manage the storage structure, and DBA can back up the database, and DBA can perform the recovery in case of any failure happen. And DBA can monitor the database by queries, by stats pack report. Then AWR comes into the picture. That was very classified report. So DBA nowadays using AWR, and you have ADDM. ADDM will give you solutions. And if you want to more specific, then you have to ASH report, that is active session history. You can monitor and tune the database performance, and you can diagnose and you can report any critical error like Aura 600 to Oracle support services if you have Oracle support license. Okay. Then we had tools for administrating the database. So first tool which DBA will interact, that is OUI. So this is very powerful tool. By that you can install your Oracle database software. By that you can do so many things in your database. And after this installation, you have another tool, that is DBCA, that is Oracle Database Configuration Assistant, which basically creates a database from templates or that are provided by Oracle, or you can create your own. Okay, so it will save the time and effort for generating and customizing a new database. So DBA should follow DBCA. Don't create manually. That is my recommendation. And then suppose I'm using 11G, now I want to move to 19C. So the first requirement is my 11G version should be 11204. Then we can upgrade directly to 19C. So for that, Oracle has given DBUA, that is Database Upgrade Assistant, which is a tool that basically guide you how you can upgrade your database to new releases of the database. Then for net configuration assistant, we have netca. So by that we can create rtns names. We can create a listener, and we also have net manager. By that we can manage the network components of the Oracle. So better to create the files like tns names.ora and listener.ora by this graphical tool actually. If you are creating manually, so you will face many errors like space is matter in tns names.ora file. Then you have Oracle Enterprise Manager Database Express, before Oracle introducing OEM. Okay, so this is web interface actually, which managed the database, where you can create a database, where you can upgrade a database, and where you can configure the network. Okay, but later Oracle switched to Oracle Enterprise Manager, OEM 13, 12C, 13C right now. So that is, and now Oracle has very powerful tool SQL Developer. This is also a GUI which will access your Oracle database, and it will support for your SQL query and as well as PL SQL queries. Okay, and it is available in the default installation of Oracle database with SQL Developer. So you can browse database object, you can run SQL statement, you can run SQL script, you can add it and debug PL SQL statement. Okay, so there are many things you can do. This is very powerful tool. So DBA should use this. How many had used this SQL developer? Please answer. Uh, okay, so mostly people use. Okay, so please, I recommend use this SQL developer, and people also use SQL. Sorry, Toad actually. So when I was in my last organization on site, we had a SQL developer also and Toad also. So we use both actually. So better to use both, which is easy to manage your database if you are not comfortable with SQL Star Plus tool. Okay. So again, these database responsibilities, you can read it later. I'm not going into that. Now, what are the tasks actually a DBA should do? So generally, if you are joining in a company as a fresher, so you will not get the picture or you will not get the responsibilities of creating a database. If suppose there is a small company where you have to do everything, so I am considering as a small company, so I'm telling everything from scratch. So first of all, DBA should evaluate the database of server hardware. So in that, what you will check, how many disk drives are available for your Oracle product. So you can ask your client, and how many tapes drives are available. If suppose client are using tape drive, and then how much memory is available to the instance of Oracle database on which database will run. Okay, so you can check the system configuration documentation online. I'm not going into detail. Then DBA have to install the Oracle database server software, and in some distributing processing installation, the database is controlled by a central computer, and the database tools and application are executed on remote computer. So like client server is, we have two-way options, client and server configuration. If you are installing database software on server and client software on installing on client connection, then on that time client server mechanism will work. Okay, so in client server basically we get net components to connect to the database. So that is the major benefit in client software. If you want, you can check more in Oracle documentation. And then the third task, plan your database. So what you will plan in your database? So first of all, the performance of the computer on which Oracle database is running, and the performance of the database during data access operations, and the efficiency of backup and recovery procedure for the database. So it is important for the DBA to plan the logical structure of the database basically, and it will affect system performance and various database management operations. Suppose if you are creating any table space for your database, so you should know how many data file you have to create in this table space, and what type of information will stored in this table space, and on which disk drive the data files will be physically stored. So when planning the overall logical storage of the database structure, so you have to think these points, otherwise it will create a problem later on. Okay, and also you can plan the relational design of the database object and the storage characteristics for each of the object. Okay, so during planning stage you have to develop a backup strategy also, where you can improve backup efficiencies. Okay, then after that you will create a database, and then you will open a database. So by DBCA you can create, or by manually you can create. Okay, and the next task is backup the database. Suppose you create the database, and after that you have to perform the backup according to your backup strategy which you have planned for your database. Okay, and also Oracle recommend that create additional redo log files and create additional control files, and also take full backup online. Generally we do, you can take offline also if suppose it is a test database, and you can schedule a database backup at regular interval, like we have the concept of incremental backup. Generally we do daily incremental backup, and when week off we do full backup. Okay, so that is the backups and all. And yeah, how many control files we can multiplex? Can anyone tell me? Another questions? Should I ask the questions, right? If suppose you are not happy with my questions, you can say I will not ask. My question is minimum how many control file is required and maximum how many control file we can do multiplexing. Minimum is 2. Okay, Suraj, correct. Maximum is 3. Okay. What else? Minimum 1. Okay. What else? We had 18 audience. Only 3 people reply. See, boss, the better thing is that we should minimum create 2 control file and place on different location, and we can go with minimum 1 also, but we should have 100% backup policy for that, and maximum we can do 8 multiplexing. Okay, so that is. And now next task is system user. So you can enroll the users of the database according to your Oracle license agreement and grant appropriate privileges and roles to these users. Okay, and then implement the database design. After you create and start the database and enroll the user, you can implement the logical storage database by creating all necessary table space. When you finish creating table space, you can create the database object. Like that you can go gradually. So first we create the table space with the data files, then we create table, we can create indexes, we can create synonym sequence views. So like these objects we have to create that, and the next task is backup the fully functional database. When you have done everything, then you can have to take the full backup, and then you can plan regularly backup, and then you have to check the backups validity also. So we had validate command in backup and recovery. Okay, so validate database. So gradually DBA should check the backups which he had taken. Otherwise, suppose failure happen and your backup is not valid, so from where you will recover? So that's why this is important task for the DBA. And then you have to tune the database performance. So that is not for fresher. Almost after 5 years or 6 years, you can go into that direction where it requires so much internal knowledge of memories like database buffer cache, redo log buffer, shared pool, in that library cache, data dictionary cache, then large pool, Java pool, etc., and Oracle stream also. Okay, so that is. And now if you are in upgrade team or migration team, like today's era, everybody is migrating, everybody is upgrading. So that's why these two concepts people are asking so much. What types of migrations we have, what types of upgrade we have, how we can do that, like that, blah blah. Okay, so why this upgrade comes? What is the difference between upgrade and migration? Can anyone tell me? Excuse me. Migrations means from moving from one database to another database. Okay, thanks, Suraj. At least you are participating. Please participate in the questions so that I can learn from you also. Upgrade to apply patches to upgrade the version. Upgradation means moving to same database but the latest version. Migrate affects user data but upgrade does not. Migrate one place to another. Movie database. Okay, move. What answer I'm expecting? It is not coming, you guys. I will take your introduction at the end, so be ready for your introduction. If you like, you can give it, otherwise, no issues. Okay, see, upgrade is basically do the upgrade of your binaries software. Okay, so it will not take too much time. It will not take too much size. So that is one line answer for upgrade. And migration happens on your database actually, and it depends. Time will depend on your database size. Okay, so where data will affect when you do migration. So that is one line answer in upgrade and migration. That is the difference between upgrade and migration. And later it comes, we are moving from one server to another server. We are moving different OS. We are moving from on-premises to cloud. So that comes later. Okay. I hope you get the answer. Okay. Then we had a rollout to additional host. What does it mean? Suppose you install Oracle database and it is properly configured, it is tuned, it is patched, it is tested. Okay, but you may want to roll that exact installation out to other hosts. So you have suppose for this reason, suppose you have multiple production database system. You want to create development and test database that are identically to your production system. So what you will do, you will clone the Oracle home. Okay, and you will clone the database. So just you can clone the Oracle home means binaries, okay, which are present in Oracle home directories and subdirectory, and you are copied to the destination host and fixed to match the new environment. Okay, and then you can start the instance with this clone home and create a database. So you can use many tools for that. And cloning a database means you are cloning a database which includes database files, parameter files, and so on. Okay, so you can use tools for that. So this is the task of the DBA. I hope everyone understand this concept. Now, after this comes, we generally interact with SQL statement. So basically, this is the primary communication for your Oracle database when you are submitting SQL statement. Means select statement, alter statement, DDL statement, DML statement, TCL statement, like that. So in that, first you will submitting SQL commands to the database. So there are various ways to do that. So first is command line interface tool, that is SQL star plus. Okay, and you had SQL developer. We just finished SQL developer, and you also have Oracle enterprise manager database express, or you can say Oracle enterprise manager cloud control. So with these tools you can do that. And what is SQL star plus? SQL star plus is basically a command line tool. By that you can start the database, you can shut down the database, you can set the initialization parameter, you can create and manage user, you can create and alter database object like table and index, you can insert and update data, you can run SQL queries and many more things. Okay, so first you have to connect to the database with SQL Star Plus, whether you are connecting locally or remotely. Connecting locally means your database running on the same server on which you are running SQL Star Plus tool, and remotely means connecting over a network where your database running on different server and your tool or SQL Star Plus is running on your computer. Okay, which we say client, Oracle client. Okay, so like this, we can use this SQL statement and connecting to the database with SQL Star Plus. So first we have to open a window terminal. We have to set the operating system environment. We have to start the SQL Star Plus, and then we have to use the connect command actually. So how you will find out uh, whether this statement is a tool command or this statement is a language command? How you will identify? You get my question? Excuse me. Suppose I am firing startup, okay, and database started. I am using this select star from employees. So these are two statements. So one is SQL command, one is SQL language command. So how you will identify this is tool command or this is SQL language command? Please answer. Both are the same. Anas. Okay. We are 20 participant. Only one guy answer it. Those who are new, you can say I don't know. Those who are already working as a DBA, this is the basic question. Actually, I ask in my whenever I am taking an interview. So whatever questions I am asking, I ask these questions generally whenever company wants me to take uh, interview. Those are new. They know they don't know. So you are exception. Okay, I will give the answer because I will not wait for so many minutes. So first you can see that when I say startup, so in startup command I didn't use colon, okay, but when I am firing select star from employees and then colon. So this is the difference between finding the database command or tool command. Got it? My point? Because SQL statement never executed without semicolon. So you have to put the SQL statement with semicolon, otherwise it will not run. Got it? Now you have the answer. That is later. I am asking the minor way, the difference. You are going into deep way, buffering and all. It is stored in the buffer also SQL star plus buddy. Okay, now you had that. Okay, so now about connecting to the database. So first of all, you know the SID. So what is SID? SID is basically system identification, because in one home we can run multiple databases. Okay, so how you will identify which instance I want to connect? So for that you have to provide the SID, Oracle underscore SID equals to the database name and all, whatever SID you have decided. Okay, and then environment variable, you have Oracle Home, which is the home where you store the Oracle software binaries, And in Oracle Home, we had multiple locations. Your executable file will be reside in binary folder bin, you can say. And also you have to set ld underscore library underscore path. Okay, so these are the things you have to do that. And Unix and Linux installation had two script, Ora env and sorry, uh, uh, core C or a env. So you can use to set the environment variable. Either you have to set explicitly, or either you have to use this script. So like this in the notebook I have written. On Windows you will use set env command, and on Linux you have to use export command. So you can say export oracle sid equals to orcl, then you have to set export oracle home, then you have to set export ld underscore library underscore path. So like this way you can set the environment for your database. And now how you will start SQL Star Plus. So first you can connect by SQL Plus slash no log. Let me show you because many are new. So let me go to my putty session. Mm, I think putty is not moving. I'm taking window. Okay. Yeah. I'm existing. Now here I say SQL plus slash no log. Yeah. So see that SQL plus slash no log, and I say show user. So it is saying nothing. Okay. Now let's do with this. Excuse me. Yeah, like this. Then you say connect slash as sysdba. So like this you connect it, and then say show user. Now user is showing, right? So this is the one way to connect that I was talking. And now you say SQL plus slash as sysdba. Directly you are putting everything over there. Then you say show user. So like this way you can connect. Clear, guys? So these are many ways to connect. We will discuss later what is sysdba, what is sysbackup, and blah blah. So first one is connecting to a local database user. You will say connect system. Then you are connecting a local database user with sysdba privileges. Then you say connect sys as sysdba. Okay. Then if you want to connect a local database user with sysbackup privileges, then you say sysbackup privileges. And if you are connecting local with sysdba privileges with operating system authentication, then you say connect slash as sysdba. Okay, and then you have easy connect method, then you have service handler type, then you have port number, default listener you can say, then you have host IP, then you have IPv6 address, like this. Then you have to specify the instance. Then you have connecting with net service name like sales one, and etc. Then you have to connect external authentication like connect slash at the rate sales one, and you have sysdba privileges with external authentication. Then you have a net service name, by that you can connect. So these are the syntax, by that way you can connect to your database. Okay, and now the general syntax is this one. Connect, you can write conn also, or you can write full form connect. And you have the privileges. Sysdba is the number one powerful privileges. Then after that you have sysoper, sysbackup, sysdg, syskvm, sysrack, and system also. Okay. Excuse me. So like this we have the privileges. So we will discuss later on, tomorrow session, means next session is on Friday. We will discuss on that. And then by syntax login you have username, then connect identifier, then you have many things, and password you can also provide. Now come to how you will identify which database version you are working. So that DBA should know about this. So identify your Oracle database release number. So we have two things. We had version, and we have version underscore full release. So the version release is basically in the form of major release version like 0000, and it based on the last two digit of the year in which Oracle database version is released for the first time. Like as I said, Oracle 19c is released in 19 2019. You got my point. 2018 is released in 2018, so that's why its version is 18.00004. So totally we have five digits. So what is the meaning of five digits? Can anyone tell me? Suppose we have 9.1000. So what is the first number indicates? 19.1 dot zero dot zero dot zero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So tell me, guys. First number indicates year of release. Okay. Quickly answer, please. Second number is the version. Okay. Don't know, sir. No problem. Okay. Let me tell you. See that. So the first number will indicate the major release version. It also denotes the last two digits of the year in which the Oracle database version was released for the first time. And second number is basically indicate the release update version, or you can say RU. Okay. And the third number indicates release update revision version, RUR. Okay. And fourth number is reserved for future use. Currently it is always set to 0. And the fifth number is basically shows a numerical value that redundantly clarify the release date of a release update, RU, such as 19.7.0.0.2004.14, like that. Got it? Clear to everyone? Actually, one guy asked me this question, so that's why I put it over here. An interview, maybe interviewer can ask. Okay, so that's why I am. My training workshop is basically from zero level to expert. I want you guys can become from zero to expert. Sound is interesting or not? So how you will check your current release number? See, I am assuming you are as a fresher, just like as new notebook. Suppose you want to buy, so you want to write some notes for your Oracle database. So you will go and purchase a book, a copy. So it will blank. All pages are blank. So right now, I am writing on your DBA copy. So my training is based on that. Okay. So tell me how you will identify current release number. Select star from V dollar version. Okay. Let me check. See that this command is not executed. So it means this is language command. So let me copy the settings. Little bit correct. Okay. So you have describe V dollar version. So now tell me, this is tool command or language command? Who said Krishna is saying language and again Krishna is saying tool? It is tool command because it does not require version. Sorry, semicolon. So whenever you have the views, how you will identify how many columns in views you have? Data dictionary views. This is and this is dynamic performance view. So you had describe option actually. Okay, basically it is describe. Okay, so the another difference is also you can find out tool command we can use as a short form, but language command we cannot use as a short form. So this is another difference to identify the tool command and language command. Got my point? So we have another view that is product underscore component underscore version. So let me tell you this. So see that my database version is 9.0000 and version full is 9.3.0000. So 3 means update. Okay. This is the third update. Right now, how many update done? Oracle? I think 19.18 or 17. Tell me. 19.70. 19.19. अभी कौन सा सही है? Okay, answer me tomorrow. I will not answer. Okay, so you had these two views. By that you can check the things. Okay, clear, guys? So yeah, finish. So that's it for today, and I hope I had finished timely. So let me know my speed or my pace of this training. Any suggestions you want, say to me. So just give me one moment. I am stopping this recording.